Hi guys, how is everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everybody's doing well, and wherever they are, they're nice and dry out of the hurricane way. Anyway, folks, once in a while I just make a great big batch of my jerk seasoning, and so I have none, totally none right now. So and this is close to Christmas, and at this time of the year I like to give them, well, I'm not basically into Christmas, or but as present, so I'm making a batch right now for myself, and for commercial purposes. So I'm making a batch right now, folks, and the two peppers that I love to use is our Scotch bonnet, and this is a pepper from Guyana called Riri pepper, and it's awesome. So these were frozen, washed and done. And one of the things with jerks, when you're doing your jerk season, folks, make sure everything you use is fresh and it's clean. And these are my green onions, and they're freshly. And if they have any damage or anything on them, cut off that part. I toss it. Use everything fresh, and you'll get the best result. And right here I have a lot of thyme, because the main ingredient in thyme is the green onions, the thyme. And what I do with my pimento, folks, ahead of time I grind it all up. So this is the allspice here, real allspice. So these are the four main ingredients in jerk season: your green onions, your pepper, your pimento, which is called allspice, and here I'm using fresh rosemary and thyme, lots of thyme. Okay, I also add some celery and some basil, and most of the ingredient I'm using, like for the garlic, that is going to be powdered, the onion is going to be powdered, um and then I use a bit of spice for it, and I'll see how dark it get, otherwise I won't put any mushroom sauce. But if it's not too dark, I have a organic one that I have here, I put a little bit in it. So this is it. So the onions, these are real onions that I make my whole onion powder, and the garlic is the same way. So we have some ginger here also. Some we're gonna. I think the most you use a lot of dry stuff in your jerk seasoning, it's better. And I'm using basically, because that preserves it better. Even though you're gonna have the vinegar, and I'm using straight up white distilled vinegar. But for this, always use white distilled vinegar, because that has a strong lasting, because I don't put my jerk seasoning in the fridge. I keep all of them outside, and for a whole year, and it's there, because what happens is that the acid from the vinegar preserve it. Okay, so this is why I don't use, like, I wouldn't use real onions. It's powder. I go for a lot of powder with the garlic powder, and because those are really real my stuff. So basically this is it. So what I did, okay, so as I have a lot of time, I'll be using a lot of time, and also, so I'm just gonna start putting in the green onions, because that is one of the main thing in it, a lot of green onions. And this is here, I have a celery, thyme, and some, I put a little bit of cilantro, because I like my jerk seasoning with lots of flavor. So basically that's it. So I just put in some, and as I said, I'm doing a batch for a friend of mine, and she sells it in her store. So yeah, because a lot of people now is just heading for just fresh stuff. Nobody want all this preserved stuff, because even the one you buy in the store, they have to use something, even though it's a yardy stuff. If you everything has to be, anything that's in the store on the shelf has to be preserved. There have to be some form of preservative in it. So so this is it. So basically, I'm just what I do as I go along. Here right now, I'm gonna add some I dash this and that for my. So I'm gonna add some onion powder, and this is my real onion. I made this myself. And where's the garlic? Garlic powder. So I'm just gonna make it step by step. As I made a batch, I took that out, and then I made because this is a big, I'm doing 2, 4, 6, 8 almost a dozen. I'm putting in some garlic powder right now. A little bit of salt. And once you have this jerk season, folks, everything is in it. Everything. You don't need to add. Sometimes when I season up meat, after I wash the meat, that's it. So right now I'm just going to put in my allspice, the amount I want for that. And like I said, I grind up my allspice ahead of time. And I get a lot of it come up from Jamaica. So I just grind it up. I must, you know, especially when I'm going to do for my jerk seasoning. Okay, that is one of the main ingredients in your jerk seasoning. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of basil, dry basil, to it. I have fresh rosemary ready. Some oregano, lots of dry herbs to it. And I also put a little bit of cinnamon. And then I put in a little bit of sugar to because what sugar does, does help in the process of preserving things. If you know, a lot of stuff you find in the store is sugar and salt. Okay, so sugar helps to ward off to preserve it. Okay, and then I'm gonna add I think I had everything. Okay, I'm just gonna add some of my own spices to it because you want to get it spicy. About a tablespoon. I hope I don't overcrowd it too much. And as it goes down, I'm gonna add in some more. I'm gonna add some more thyme to it because that's one of the main thing in it. Your thyme. And then I'm gonna also add some of my little bit of my herbs here. So it's a really seasoning, jerk season. But when I finish with it, you don't have to use any other seasoning. And I'm doing both mild and a hot one. The hot one I'm gonna also add chili, green chili, red chili pepper, habanero pepper, you know. So I'll just put in about a cup of vinegar. And the pepper is not added as yet, so I hope I don't overcook. So I'm gonna let this and I'm pulsing it. You see, folks, how dark it get already from the so I don't really need to add any because I hate that coloring stuff, you know. I hate to put mushroom, any mushroom art. I'm adding in my peppers right now. You see the allspice did it already. Yeah. So I'm gonna add some more fresh thyme to it. See how brown it is? So I don't really use mushroom. I'm gonna fresh thyme, folks, fresh thyme or dry thyme. If you have it dry or fresh one, but I love the fresh one in this, you know. Along with rosemary and oregano. Those are two of the top thyme things to use in your jerk season. And as I say, I'm making it some of it for a friend of mine who has a store who sells it. So you know, so that's basically it right there. And make sure your peppers, folks, this part here, always make sure it's off because that could give yourself a bitter taste to it. Okay, so make sure you get rid of that part off of it. So I just add the pepper to this and let's blend it up. So I'm gonna be doing quite a bit, so a lot of it I'm just going to go off camera. I don't wanna. Okay, here we go. And I'm pulsing it to get it very fine because of the you know, I have the thyme in it. And once in a while, and don't use this spoon in it, folks. Use a wooden spoon because that's reactive there. You know. So use a wooden spoon. So let me just check and see for salt content. Or yeah, just Once in a while you open it and so with the rosemary, folks, when you're doing rosemary in it, just pull this part off. The sprig, don't use the stick because that could be, you know, havoc on your it won't, you know, grind up very fine, and you don't want that in your jerk seasoning. And the stick you use to boil tea, or you just add it to your soup because it still have a lot of flavor. Like I said, most of the flavor is in the stick of everything. It's just like with what I'm using here, the cilantro. I am using this part of the cilantro in it, not the leaf part, because from, you know, what I did some really watch some Asian cooking, they use cilantro a lot, and it's this part is where all the flavor is. This part, so this is where you add to it. Now, you know, you can use the leaf too, but this the root, this part, the stem part, is where all of that beautiful flavor is. So this is why right now I have these ones. I cut all the leaf off of them, and I have these ones here, and I'm gonna be using them in my jerk season. And I also, you know, everybody do, you know, some people just do the basic in their jerk seasoning, and that's good, that's good. But I like to use so much herbs in mine, you know, folks. So this is it, and it gives it such a nice. And I also had parsley, fresh parsley. You know, it was frozen, but you know, it's still fresh, yeah, in it. But I like my jerk seasoning, you know, to pick it up a notch. I think we'll put a little bit of olive oil in it, a little bit of olive oil. So let me just go get that. Extra virgin olive oil, and that, you know, like is an emulsifier right there also. Where is my olive oil? And it lasts forever, folks, because I don't put none of it inside. I just keep it outside. And as I said, the vinegar is what really do it, you know. So let's go again. Okay, little pulse. Oh, that's for the dough. You want to get it smooth as can be. So let's see what we have here now. Wow. Wow, folks. Let me see if it needs anything. Nope, doesn't need a thing. Wow. This is a hot one, folks. So this is hot. So let me, and it has, you can taste all the flavor from the herbs and all of that in it. So you know, you can put different herbs in your jerk seasoning, and it's not written in stone that you have to just the main ingredients. You add much herbs to it, and it gives you soups and everything a really awesome kick. I'm gonna show you what this one looks like. This bottle, my first one, and show you what it looks like. And this is all fresh stuff here, folks. All fresh. Yeah. I could give Grace a run for the money. Yeah. So this is the first bottle here, folks. That's the jerk seasoning right there. That's the first bottle. Can you see it? There it is. My first bottle I done. So folks, I'm gonna finish up, and then I'll come right back. Okay? All right. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I'm almost, I think I'm finished. I'm just gonna, this is the last one. And nobody wanted mild, folks. It's all spicy. Okay, so everything here is done. She said no mild, all spicy stuff. So they're very hot, you know. So basically, this is the last batch here. Okay. And the smell, folks, like I tell you, you don't have to add any herbs after you get this jerk season. Everything is in it. I did quite a bit. A lot of onions, green onions, and folks, the thing about you don't use in fresh like ginger or onions in it, because ginger you know, has a lot of starch in it, and even with the vinegar, if you're gonna do it just like you're gonna do some chicken or what, right away, you use all of that fresh stuff. But to keep it, I would not use fresh garlic or fresh ginger or any onion in it. Basically, so this is why I said all of these things, the onion powder and the garlic powder and all of this, I made my own, and this is for one of the specific reasons when I do my jerk season, because this is gonna stay outside right now, folks. It's not, you know, it would last. This could last for years outside, you know, outside of the fridge, because it has the preservative. You know, it has the vinegar in it. And I would tell people, when you're doing anything to preserve, use straight up vinegar, white vinegar, okay? Because that have a lot more potency to really keep your stuff. I love using if you're just doing it to cook right away stuff, but to preserve, I would say go for the white distilled vinegar, and that is in a dish, a lot of dish. I would say to you to do that, because that has a lot of power in it to really preserve stuff, you know. So this is it. So in that sense, I would go for straight up white distilled vinegar. Okay. So that's it. So like once a year I do this, folks, and my gift for the holidays is like nice bottle of sorrel, bottle of ginger beer, and a jerk seasoning, and that is the gift there. Yeah, those are stuff those are meaningful stuff that people can use, you know. No Gucci outfit, I know if you're into that, no, you're stopping at the wrong place. Okay, my gift to people is something that they can use, you know, for, you know, eat or drink, because that's life right there, you know, food and water. So like, yeah, like I said, folks, I'm not into Christmas. You know, anybody who celebrate their, you know, Christian who celebrate this stuff, I said more power to you. But it's in Canada, basically it's a holiday, and only Christmas in Canada is like a shopping spree, you know. That's what basically it's all about. So every day for me is Christmas, folks. Every day for me is Christmas. You know, I get up on a life of life, that's Christmas right there for my celebration for you. So I'm not into a celebration of any of these holidays, Easter, Christmas. No, it's not that I'm, you know, I believe in the Most High and all of that, but it's not my thing. Okay, so we call it a holiday when it comes around, and you know, people are giving people gifts, and this is what my gifts are. So this jerk seasoning, a nice bottle of sorrel, and ginger beer and stuff like that. Yeah. No, don't come this way if you're into Gucci or Tommy Hilfiger or all of that. No, it's not happening here. I don't have stock in any of those companies. And folks, I'm not wearing anything with any name brand on it for advertising no billionaire, multi-billionaire company. And I know a lot of, you know, my own people might take offense to that, but it's the truth. Why am I going to be walking around with Tommy Hilfiger outfit on, you know, putting more money in the money, all of them, not, you know, I'm not singling them out. Reeboks, all of them. No, I don't wear name brand stuff, and I will never wear name brand stuff unless I have stock in that company, you know. Yeah, so this is it. And like I said, to each his own. But a lot of people with these Christmas holidays, if you ask them how much you gonna spend and whatever, and spend $1,000, and when the New Year come, folks, a lot of them is out of their house because they can't pay their mortgage. If you know, so this is it. So and all to go in the store and people, we should teach our kids from now, early age, that those are not the things that is important in life, you know. And if you get your own name brand, you know. Yes, I will support any of my own people, anything in my own community, I'll support that. That's the name brand I want to see people walking around with. Anything that our folks create, I'll go for that, you know. And it's not that I'm anti anything people, but I think we need to support our own, and basically that's how I see it, you know. Because at the end of the day, folks, there's only one thing in this in the world right now that matter. If you're gonna invest in land. Land, and you know, that's where it's at. Land, that's asset. Everybody have money, folks. Everybody have money. Money is a piece of paper, but asset, which is your land, that is everything. Why you see people you go all over the world and steal other people and then kill other people for the land? That's what it's called, asset. The land, not even gold, because folks, come on, man, if you wake up and you have a piece of land, you can plant some food or whatever you can. There's a time gonna be coming, folks, when all the gold and diamond, people gonna be throwing them away, because you know what? You can't bother with that for food. You can't bother with gold, diamond, or that for food, and that's the time that's coming, folks. It is coming, yeah. So you know what? I know I come on every day and people might say, but you know, I'm just telling people because a lot of people. Still, I'm aware, seem to aware of what is happening around us. They're asleep, you know, still rushing for the material stuff, you know, and no food, no clean water, no plant, nothing, you know. And you know something, when I know back home, folks go down and plant their land and stuff, and somebody come and steals off. And these people walk around and don't do nothing. They just wait for you to sow and they come and reap, you know. That's what it's all about. And that is a bad way to be. That's a bad way to be, folks. Plant something for yourself. Even if you live in the inner city in Kingston, there's dirt there. There's bucket there you can plant. I've seen in the inner city, it's the stuff that people plant. I see people plant banana, coconut in the inner city, because you know what? You have the space there to do it. You have dirt, and even if you live in an apartment out there, put a couple pots. You know, so there's no excuse for when other people plant their stuff, you go and steal it off. Look at that, what they're doing to the farmers in Jamaica, the people that have their cows and stuff. And these are multinational corporations getting people to go, I'm not going to call it the name, but people, you all see what happened. You know, and the funny thing about it, people still going to these places and buying their product. You should boycott it. You know, you are a big multinational company and you send around people to go steal people cow and goat. You know, poor people who's trying, and you send them around to go steal people cow and goat. And the same farmer probably go and buy the same the same party. What he's eating his own teeth in meat, his own beef into those parties. It's a sad commentary, folks, when you think about it. You know, it's sad. You know? And these people going around volunteer for these people, not volunteer because they must be getting some money to do it. And go around with poor people just like you, going around with these company truck and stealing the people cows and all these things. And I doubt they even make a lot of money doing that anyway, you know, because it's always the poor guy doing all of this stuff. And, you know, he's not, you know, they give him money and that's it, or a bottle of white rum or whatever. You go and steal your brothers and sister cow. A cow out there is so expensive. And go packing them on a truck. Because all along what we used to hear, oh, they were stealing people's stuff. Now we know who will, you know, that was a big upscale production. People, it wasn't small people. They get the small guys to go steal it. But now we know, because we've been hearing for years. I was seeing all the things on the news about all of these people's stuff, you know, their animal being stolen. Now we know, look at that. A big corporation, you know, because if the truck was, they're using the truck, guys, there's no doubt there, you know, that this was going on for a long time, and right up there know what was going on. You know, it's sad. It's sad. Very sad. I feel very sad, very bad for those poor farmers, you know. The man went and the cow came to him because of this cow. Folks, let me tell you something. You know, if you don't laugh, you gotta cry. When I saw that piece, folks, and I saw all the cows in the truck, and one of the farmer went up and the cow come right to Papa. Say, hi, Pop. Glad you come to get me. Hi. People, man, no. You need to do better, folks. You need to do better. No. And these poor people working for these people who's doing the shit. They need to, you know, oh my God, I tell you, people. People. What's up? My God. Whoa. Folks, it ain't easy. Our own people screw each other just like that. For what? And like I said, they're not getting the benefit of any big money out of it. They give them a little money and they go do it. So if you have the mentality that you can go steal from your poor brother and sister to go give to the rich man, then I know that mental illness is real, folks. Real yard. But there is no way I'm gonna be going. But then you have to have a certain principle anyway, and a lot of people don't, right? Oh, that made me so angry. When I saw that piece last week on the news, I saw it on Mutabaraka, and I saw it on Wayne Lowndes. I saw it on a lot of good YouTube channels. Big up yourself, all of you good YouTube channel that doing some conscious work out there. And guys, I have to put condolence for this poor YouTube guys out there that was doing so much good work, and they, you know, a couple days ago they killed him. You know, a couple days ago, they say he saw something that he shouldn't saw, and they kill him. And I used to watch that guy, you know, station. I was shocked when I see that. It was like so heartbroken when I saw that, folks. You know, but this is our own people. You know, just bumping off each other like that. You know, with no more remorse. Ice in the freaking vein. Ice. Yeah. And folks, I don't know, I just get to the point that it's so bad, folks. So bad. So folks, these are the main ingredients in my drug season, which I had, you know, everything. This is a Scotch bonnet here. That's a must. So I heal 2, 4, 6, 7 and a bottle from that. And main ingredient here, folks, some thyme, lots of thyme, Scotch bonnet pepper, a must, and some pimento, a must. And then you can add, then I add all the rest of herbs. But the main thing in direct seasoning, folks, for people who don't know, is right here: Scotch bonnet, thyme, and pimento, and some scallion. And you can add all your other stuff to it. I add my other herbs is rosemary, oregano, you name it. But the main ingredients for it is the allspice. And allspice, which some people call we call it pimento, and basically, you know, it's known worldwide as allspice. So this is the allspice. This is pimento here, folks. So that's the main ingredient: the pepper and a lot of thyme. Folks, you wouldn't want to see my kitchen right now. But I love it. I love making my jerk seasoning. I love doing all my spices. I love this part of cooking, because at least I know, folks, when I'm ready to put stuff in my pot, it's all natural, you know. So it's a beautiful thing, folks. And man, if I was down in Jamaica, you wouldn't want to see, you know, my sister went back home, folks, and in 10 years, a piece of barren land, you wouldn't want to see what they've done to it. You know, just about everything that you can think of grown on that land. You know, so basically this is it here, folks. So you have your scallion. These are the main ingredients: the thyme, and you see a lot of thyme right here, pimento, Scotch bonnet pepper, thyme. These are three of the main components here, and your vinegar for acid to preserve it. So you have your allspice, which is pimento, a lot of thyme, your Scotch bonnet. I use another pepper also. It's called Riri pepper. And guys, you gotta try this pepper. It's Guyanese, and it is awesome. It's a little round pepper. They're pretty. They can hold up to the Scotch bonnet, I think. And this is the pepper, Riri pepper. It's called Riri. Guyanese Riri pepper right there. So basically, and it's very flavorful. That's the thing. It's hot, but it has a very nice flavor to it. So those are all the stuff there from my jerk season. And like I said, I had everything, all the spices, and I use everything powder, folks. Powder garlic, powder onion, powder ginger, and those are the ones I make myself. And you know, so this is it. So do not, if you're gonna use your jerk right away, then you use all your fresh stuff. But when you're gonna preserve it, put it away, I always suggest use everything dry. If you can't make your own, then you just buy the dry garlic powder and ginger, because you need all of that in it. Okay, so this is my suggestion here. If I'm doing whipping, well, I never whip up jerk season because I always have. So folks, those are the main ingredients in it, and along with your honest white distilled vinegar you're going to be using. No, I've never used apple cider or anything, because this vinegar is very strong and holds up. So these are the main ingredients here: your white vinegar, distilled vinegar, your thyme, your Scotch bonnet pepper, and other pepper. Sometimes I throw in chili, you know, I do it, but right now it's Scotch bonnet and Riri pepper. And you have your scallion and your pimento. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the main. 5 with the vinegar. You mean you could just do it like that with all of that in there. But I had a lot of other spices to it. You know, oregano, basil, rosemary is one of the spices that is so powerful, folks. For tea and for everything, and that you add it to your meat and everything, and it just give it that, you know. And you add also some black pepper. I put some cracked black pepper when I was off. You know, you just put a little cracked black pepper. You're not gonna put too much. So folks, basically that is the basis right there of my jerk seasoning. And as usual, I'm gonna do a nice thumbnail for that. Okay, so that's it right there, folks. That's my jerk seasoning right there. And those are all the bottle I just finished make. That's for my hair end. And those are gonna be, my friend need a few of those, and the rest I just keep, like I said, for a nice present. If you know, so I like giving people meaningful stuff for present, you know. So this is it. Yeah. So folks, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it. And have yourself a nice day. And big up Mari and Mello, and all the guys down in Westmoreland, Richard, Fire, Jamie Hood, and Soldier and Liz, big up yourself, okay? So please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, folks. I appreciate it. I'm just taking a nice thumbnail for this video. Since I know how to do the thumbnail, folks, it's so nice, you know, because people, once you know, I like once you open up that video, you see all of this there, you know what that video is gonna be about. So that's a, you know, it's an eye catcher also. So if you have a YouTube channel, do your own thumbnail. That's a good thing, you know. Why is this stuck right here now? Okay, I'm taking one more, and beautiful thing. Okay, folks, so it's cloudy today where I'm at here in Toronto, and it's cool, and well, you know, it's the fall right now, and funny or not a lot of leaves started to change yet. So I hope I get my drone by then so I can take some nice shot, because that is so beautiful, folks, when you see that. So or I'll borrow my friends if not. And I'm gonna start doing some drone stuff, you know. So have yourself a nice day. Thanks for tuning in, and big up to all my subscribers and supporter. Evelyn in New Jersey. Big up yourself, Evelyn. And I know you know, if you're Jamaican and not into jerk season, I don't know. I'm sure if you're from yard. If you're, cause jerk seasoning is like if we didn't have ackee and saltfish our national dish, folks, jerk seasoning would be the national national. It should be the national seasoning, folks. You know, cause so many people try to copy it, and you know, and I tell you, there's not, one of the best one I've seen on the market that I used to use when I use in seasoning was Walker's Woods. That's the best one I've seen. I've used that one, and that's one of the best ones. So folks, if you want to go out and grab yourself a Walker's Wood, or try and make your own, because I'm gonna list in the description down there how to go about making your own. So you know, folks, and you know what's in it, right? That's the whole idea. No preservative except the white vinegar right now, and that's it. And this will last. I come back next year, and these bottles is still there. You open them up and they will be just like that. Okay, so have yourself a good one, folks. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, and leave me a comment. Okay, peace.